take it all of me, now I'm surprised.
Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hello, my name is Stephanie and this is my beauty channel that I have going on here. I know, my intros are kind of whack. So I'm on a lot of caffeine, so if you guys see that I'm super hyper, don't mind me. But in today's video, it is going to be an Instagram popular look. Honestly, I've just been looking through some Instagram photos and taking inspiration, so I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and if you're interested in watching, I welcome you to just keep watching. Alright, before anything, I did prime my face. I went in with the Professional Primer by Benefit, and what this does, it really just primes the areas that I'm oily, usually on my T-zone area, so I go in with that. Next, I am going to go in with my foundation. Usually I do this after my eye look, but the eye look is going to be minimal. Mostly I'm focusing on the face to make it look very photographic and stuff. So just like what you see on Instagram. MAC Studio Fix Plus SPF 15. Go in with a little bit. Usually I just take this to the back of my hand, and usually I go in with this much. So the trick I find best when applying foundation, especially with liquid forms, and this is a full coverage foundation, what I find best is that if you go in with a brush and then you blend it out with a beauty blender, you don't have to go in with that much product because the beauty blender won't absorb that much of the foundation. I'm trying to find my foundation brush. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so basically what I do is just pat this down everywhere and just move it around, and what the brush pretty much does, it just helps helps applicate the foundation and gives you like more spread out room, and then just keep going, keep going. Yeah. I'm going to go in with the beauty blender, and now I'm blending this out, and you will see that all the fine lines and all those lines that the foundation made is completely gone, and it just blends out. So this is like a tip when you apply foundation, especially at full coverage. I would build foundation like this to make it look more natural. Next, I'm going to go in with the Eraser by Instant Age Rewind, and this is the Maybelline one, concealing my under eyes. And what I've found with this product is that if you allow it, this is usually the Instagram look. This is what really happens. Your face on Instagram, the makeup, especially for photos, I honestly think that you would have to go with 2 layers. This is a pretty full coverage foundation. 1 layer pretty much does the job. Next is concealing the forehead, under the eyes, and the chin, highlighting that face area. So when the light and camera hits, this is definitely your focal point. So what the trick is with this concealer is that you just let it dry a little bit and then go in and blend it out. So it really gives that pigment, right? So I'm just going to just blend it out. What I do on this part is just literally bake it and let it sit there for a while, so then it kind of brightens that area and sets my concealer so it doesn't move, because I don't want it to move throughout the day. So this is a trick to have your makeup last longer and allow it to just stick there and not move. Doing my face, I'm going in with the Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D, and I'm going to go in with a chisel brush. Yes, a chisel. I think it's called chisel. Sorry. It's called a chisel, a trim contour, and it's the F77 by Sigma. Literally love this brush to death because if you've noticed, it has such a sharp edge, and this really helps get into those little contour areas into the face and give you that shadow contour that you know, makes your face look thinner. It pops out your cheekbones if you don't have any, and it just gives you the illusion of just a more sculpted face. Pretty much bringing out those bones that are already on your face, but what makeup does is just enhances them. So I love this brush, especially for the nose, just so it can add more depth and just looks more prominent, because the nose is the focal point of your face. So that's what I like to do. And then what I like to do now is with another brush. It is the F23 by Sigma soft angled contour brush. And it's a more angled kind of fluffy brush. And what this does is just helps blend out that very sharp line. So it just like diffuses into the skin. I also am super in love with this Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. So I'm going to go with this also and just, you know, just blend it out. And the brush that I love to contour my nose with, or like diffuse it out, is the JS3 by Jeffree Star Morphe. I am really loving these cute little brushes. They just remind me of like unicorn brushes. Super cute. So basically I'm just blending it out just like that. And then after, what I'm going to do is just take my beauty blender, add some translucent powder right over here, so it really kind of gives it a nice crisp look to my contour. And just add it just like that. And just like highlight that like area right here. It looks like I have a white beard. But like once you remove it, it just like all gets put together and it looks really nice. So next what I'm going to do is start creating the eye makeup. I'm going to grab this E40 tapered blending brush by Sigma, and I'm going to go in just this Shade and Light palette. The one that I used to contour, I'm going to depth my eyes out. So what this really does is just brings out this bone right here more prominent, because like if you guys can tell, I have like semi-hooded eyes. So this is my trick. If you do have semi-hooded eyes, this is a trick to kind of give you a more lifted eyelid. So this is basically what I do. So I just add like a shadow to kind of give more depth to my eye. And then the trick here is just to enhance that crease, is kind of give highlight to that arch. And this is the E70. Oh my gosh, excuse me. So the E70, and this is going to just pop up those eyebrows, and it plays with like lighting your face, if you can tell. It also plays a part with like lighting, especially in the camera and stuff. And yeah. So what I'm gonna do now is pop out my eyelids. This is where the fun starts to begin, is popping out your eyelids. So also popping out another feature in your face. And what I like to do here is just enhancing that by using like a concealer. It also gives your eyeshadows a cleaner look to it. Go into this cream shadow brush, and we're gonna go in with the concealer and then start like mapping out the eyelids. And what I'm gonna do is just kind of set that with an eyeshadow that's almost a similar color to it. This color right here, it is called Silk Cream. And so liner is the next step. This is very popular in the Instagram world. I'm gonna go in with NYX liner and start creating like a little wing just so we can, you know, add everything together, because it just completes the look, plus lashes nowadays. And a lot of it is going on Instagram, you know, just doing these steps and popping out your makeup, so on the camera it looks like your features are more popped out, because that's like the trick. So I'm just gonna go in with this liner and start creating a wing. Next up is just adding some falsies, because this is really trendy in the Instagram world, to be honest. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with some Lily lashes. These are the Miami, and I'm really putting them close to the lash line. Time to remove this you know, translucent powder. And what the new trend on Instagram does, so if you guys, actually before I even jump into what the new trend is, you guys can see that by removing that, it really gives you that crisp contour. So now what the trend is on Instagram is really doing a lot of highlight on your face. You know, this just brings out the point of your face to really capture the light and give like more reflection. So I'm gonna go in with a blush. Actually, this is the Romantic Rose with just a blush brush, and just add some color to my cheeks, because I just feel like they're a little bit pink. I mean, they're just a little bit pale. With the Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora palette, I'm going in with the JS4. This is great for highlighting, and honestly, I'm just going to take it home with this highlight and just take it to the brows a little bit. So I'm literally focusing just right here on the high points of my face, and just do it here too. Brush, more defined brush, and take this onto my nose. This will give you, you know, definition to your lips, just to make them appear more bigger. It looks like I definitely have a milk mustache. I also take some highlight to the brows, because I feel like, you know, let's just go all out with this highlight. You can even highlight your forehead. I don't want to go that far. Taking that same highlight and just focusing it onto the inner corner. It's the Milani Adorable 10. It's the matte lipsticks by Milani. Finish it off with some Make It Last by Milani too. And what this actually does, it's really gonna bring out that highlight. And just let your makeup stay on for a while. So I'm just gonna blow some air on it. So yeah, this is the Instagram popular look. It's like that trendy look nowadays where the highlight is very popping, your nose contour, the contours really pointed out. They're all tips and tricks for camera lighting and, you know, to capture your face when using the camera. So beauties, I hope that you enjoyed this video and found it really helpful in creating that popular Instagram look. Don't forget to like this video if you did, and also don't forget to subscribe so you can join this mini beauty community that I have going on here. And ultimately, thank you so much for all the love and support, beauties. I love you.